It's Thursday, and you know what that means. We're playing Persian EX from Destined Rivals. My face is lit up pink because of this board, this blurry Malamar board that they can't scale up to 1440p for some reason. We're gonna start this Meowth here. And going first, this hand is awful, I'd say. We get a Cornerstone. I'm seeing a Duskull. We might need to use this Cornerstone here. I can't lie. Let's go ahead and just bench it real quick. We're gonna hold on to this Hero's Cape. Not sure if I want it on the Cornerstone or the Persian just yet. But if this is a Charizard, I might have to Air Balloon this Meowth and just cape up this Ogerpon and just let it sit. We are playing a Terapagos package around Persian. Shout out to Chris who sent me this list on stream. It was one of the closest games we had on stream this Monday. But we'll see. Okay, it's going to be Arboliva, which I also played a lot on stream. If you know, you know, guys. Tune into the stream every Monday. Colress Tenacity coming in for Grand Tree and a Grass Energy. If they place the Grand Tree down now, I can use it, but I doubt they will. Yeah, there's a pass. Probably be a silly idea to throw down to Area 0. The Clefairy here only for Dragapult. We don't really need it for the Arboliva. So we're just going to... And Arboliva has no ability, so this Cornerstone doesn't do anything. It's just going to be our Tera opening thing. So we'll throw a Cape onto the Meowth, and then throw Air Balloon onto Ogerpon. Area 0 is going to get bumped. You might as well just play it. And then we'll just research. We'll find one Hoothoot and then one Persian. So Persian can attack here. Just 2 energy cost. So 1 Rocket's energy gets you there. We get to pull off a Haughty Order. Come on now. If we get the Arboliva off the top 10, we do. Or the Blood Moon. It's going to be Arboliva. I think we win the game here. Oh my god. Oil Salvo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. And that's how you do it. Turn 2 board wipe against Arboliva EX with Team Rocket's Persian. That's insane. What? I didn't... Okay. Of all the ways I expected the first battle to go, that was not one of them. But we'll take it. We'll take it. It's cinema. We'll keep on going. Alright, just adjusted my light settings to be natural colored, daylight colored, not extra warm. I like the yellowness of it at night, but I'm filming in the day. You might as well have that natural looking light. So game 2, lose the coin flip. We're gonna mulligan. Okay, it's gonna be against Dragapult, and Dragapult is a great opponent because pulling a Dragapult off the top 10 feels pretty good. We're gonna start a Meowth. We have the Nest Ball for Fan Rotom. No Tera though, so this Noctowl not gonna do much. It's gonna be our turn. We have the Persian here and the Crispin, so we have the attack next turn for sure. Let's go Nest Ball. Let's get ourselves Fan Rotom. This way we can set up some Noctowls and potentially some more Meowths. So I think we do Fan Call, Hoothoot, Meowth. They'll assume I have a Noctowl in our hand. I think that's fine. We'll bench all of this, and then we'll throw a basic Fighting Energy to Meowth, and then pass it up here. Hopefully we can top deck a Tera Pokemon. Hopefully we don't get Iono'd. We will be able to get a Persian attack. Here's a Hilda, so no Iono. For a Dragapult and Neo Upper, that... I feel like they should have taken the Pult, just so I couldn't copy the attack, but if I pull the Pult off the rip here, we will be winning the game once again. So we'll throw this there, and then Haughty Order, and we're gonna pull the Dragapult. Another turn 2 victory. Holy crap, dude. Phantom Dive, knocking out the Munkidori. Oh wait, never mind. It does 60 to bench. I got super excited there. For some reason, I thought Dreepy was 60 HP. I was very used to whatchamacallit, the Arboliva just now. That might bite me in the ass. We'll see. There's Wonder Cloak here. Do they have Iono? There's a Jamming Tower. Neo Upper. They can go for Dragon Headbutt. Here's a Night Stretcher for Munkidori. Are they going to be punching me with Dragon Headbutt? Here's a Recon Directive. So they've attached this Neo Upper before the same turn they evolve into Cloak. So there's just no chance they Dragapult here. There's a concession. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I feel like that might not be the order you do things. Maybe you play the Recon first and see what that gets you before attaching. But game 3, let's go. These are going pretty quick. We're going to win the coin flip now, so we get to go first on our choice. You know, we choose that. We're going to start a Meowth. Meowth and Energy. That's all we really need to get the attacks going on turn 2, which is pretty cool. It's going to be Charizard. So ripping a Charizard attack early would pretty much guarantee any knockout on the solo Pokemon in the active, but it's not gonna do anything crazy like Arboliva or Dragapult. Draw 1. There's our Nest Ball off the mulligan. Okay, never mind. It's Charizard Typhlosion. I guess that's fine. We're gonna get the Nest Ball, and we can go for Fan Rotom here. We just get a Hoot off the top. We could go for a Tera Pokemon straight up, but I think a Fan Rotom just for consistency, some more Meowths, some Noctowls and such would be pretty good. Just go Hoot and then Meowth and Noctowl. We'll bench all of those guys. leaving room for one Tera Pokemon, and then we'll just go for a quick pass after attaching on our Meowth. If you're not watching this on a Thursday, fake fan. Should be here earlier. But still appreciate you being here. So thank you for that. Buddy Poffin, me in. Is it going to be like a Pidgey and a Charmander? It's going to be a Cyndaquil and a Charmander. Okay. So Charizard can just accelerate to Typhlosions or be a good late game attacker, but I feel like it's kind of counterintuitive because Typhlosion should already be hitting Charizard type numbers by the end. You know, like if you play the game correctly, you should have all 4 Ethans in the discard by turn 2 or 3. But here's the first one. They can go for a couple Ethan's Pokemon and some energy, but they just do 3 Ethan's Pokemon. So bench a Cyndaquil. Are they gonna bench all 4 Cyndaquil just immediately? Just like a non-stop engine of Cyndaquil. There we go. That was my starter in Heart Gold Soul Silver, by the way. Shout out to Cyndaquil. Fire Attach onto Cyndaquil. Team Evo coming in. Okay. So we have 1 Quilava in hand. They can go for a Quilava and a Charmeleon, probably. Man, I wish they had just like a Dragapult in their deck or something, or an Arboliva. So I could just, or like a Wellspring Ogerpon, right? Like, that would be pretty awesome to go for the turn 2 Haughty Order into a Wellspring Pump against this board. Just play Terabox in that case. But anyway, no Tera Pokemon, by the way. We're just gonna be going for a Haughty Order, Area 0, so we just evolve that. We can Crispin. I think we just Crispin here. Let's grab ourselves. Typhlosion does have an ability, so we could, I think Cornerstone might have to come into play. So let's just get Psychic and Dark. We'll keep the Fighting in deck just until we get a Cornerstone. Put the Dark in hand, and then just do double Psychic onto Persian, and we'll attach for turn onto Meowth. And we'll just go for Haughty Order here. 10 cards, let's go gambling. We're gonna find Ethan's Typhlosion as the only Pokemon. So we'll go for Typhlosion, and then we'll do Steam Artillery to guarantee the knockout on this Cyndaquil. Okay, so they have 1 Ethan in discard, 4 cards in hand. I don't think they can get a KO just yet. Can we get a Cornerstone here? Energy Switch. I didn't make this list, so I don't know the counts perfectly. I just know the deck works because I trust my buddy Chris with all the deck building skills. Active Quilava, ripping an Ethan off of Bonded by the Journey. Cornerstone is our best friend here, right? Actually, wait. No, Quilava has the ability, Typhlosion does not. So Cornerstone is not our best friend. Take back everything I said. It is our best friend against Charizard, but we're gonna try to take out all these Quilavas and such before we lose multiple Persians, hopefully. And this is where a Tera box instead of a Team Rocket's Persian EX with a Tera package would be better, because Wellspring Ogerpon hitting for weakness, sniping the Quilavas on the bench, is just like too brutal for Typhlosion, but this is not that. You probably could play a Wellspring build of this as well. Like instead of having Cornerstone as your Tera package, you could do the Wellspring. It's really up to you. You just throw in any of the Ogerpons or Terapagos. This is any of the strong Tera basics and use that as your Noctowl engine, and then just have Persian as your other attacker if you need it. Typhlosion coming in. I think that's 2 Ethans in the discard, or just 1. Well, I'm pretty sure they pulled 1 from Bonded by the Journey, so not really sure what's going on. Charizard is also available. So Charizard is up. Here's a Mila, okay? Wait, is this a starter deck? Did they make a Typhlosion Charizard starter deck? Is that what because why are we, okay. Well, I don't think it is, because they have the fully skinned Charizard there with Hero's Cape. Wow, okay, great. Buddy Blast, 100 damage. Okay, well, hopefully we can, wow, I don't think I could knock out this Typhlosion here, since, oh, actually I can. If I throw it on a Practice Studio, then the Steam Artillery, we can kill it. So we're gonna throw it on a Practice Studio. Hopefully we just rip a Typhlosion off the top again. Let's go for Haughty Order. And we're gonna be pulling the Typhlosion or the Charizard. The Charizard also kills. So I think we'll just do the Charizard. Dude, they have a Dedenne. Interesting. Charizard, 180 base. It's gonna be enough to take out this Typhlosion. 190 with the Practice Studio. So that's 2 prizes. But definitely have the trade here. And unfortunately, my Persian won't be able to one-shot their Charizard when it inevitably attacks me. So I'm a little bit worried. I'm not really sure how I can deal with this. I'll just have to 2-shot it with some lucky pulls. I can't, like, I don't even know, man. 2 Charizard pulls. Another Charmander coming off onto the bench. Or coming onto the bench. Still no Tera Pokemon, by the way. I think what might be best is ending all the Typhlosions early, and then just hoping I top deck or take a prize card, and it's a Cornerstone Ogerpon. So kill all the Cyndaquils. They'll be like, okay, Charizard is full HP, should be good. And then it can't actually do anything because I have a Cornerstone Ogerpon, right? I think that's the strat. I think that's the strat here. Typhlosion coming down. We're gonna boss that up. If they're spending their Typhlosions now, we're just gonna boss it up. Here's an Arven. I could also Cruel Slash and confuse the active Charizard. That's not bad. I could go for an E-Switch or just Energy Attach and go for Cruel Slash and just confuse the Charizard. That might be not bad either. Still only one Ethan in the discard. They've been using Mila and Arven and other supporters that's not Ethan. So just 2 Ethan. Okay, never mind. Ultra Ball in hand, which I think they just grabbed off of Arven, right? Yeah, okay. So that's gonna be 3 Ethans in the discard. So I think in this case, it's still probably better to kill the Typhlosion first. If I kill the Typhlosion, I go down 3. Then their Charizard is hitting, right now it's hitting 240. It will be just one-shotting my Persian if I kill the Typhlosion. So I might have to just swing into the Charizard here with Cruel Slash if possible. We'll see, depending on the top deck, right? If I can top deck a Nest Ball, all will be well. If I don't, we're just gonna boss him and try to kill that Typhlosion. I'm gonna get Turo. All right, so in that case, we'll just have to go for a boss here onto third Typhlosion and then go for Haughty Order. Hopefully there's no Charizard in there. Hopefully we pull another Typhlosion. Oh, there is a Charizard. Okay, great. So we'll just use their Charizard attack and one-shot this Typhlosion again. 250 damage. Now they're one-shotting my Persian though, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate for sure. I have no Meowth either. There's a Meowth off the prizes. This game might be over, guys. We just, the lack of Tera Pokemon has stopped this engine from ever performing, which I think is kind of what's happened in the first 2 videos, in the first 2 battles, but they went well anyway because we just finished them off. Buddy Buddy Poffin coming in for a Dedenne and a Charmander. Brave Bengal coming on to Cyndaquil. Pokegear. Okay, so no Quilava. I need to find a Nest Ball for that Cornerstone. Then we're talking. Then we are talking. Here's another Ethan. So this is their final Ethan. So that Typhlosion hitting hella hard. If I can find Cornerstone and then kill a Cyndaquil with that Cornerstone and just hopefully the Charizard can solo the Charizard, that'll be nice. Okay, never mind. They find the Quilava here. They will have a Typhlosion next turn. So right now we're really just looking for Nest Ball. Nest Ball onto Cornerstone Ogerpon, please. That's all I'm asking. 2 prizes left. It's gonna be a Fighting Energy. It's not great. So we'll just go for Fighting Attached to Fan Rotom and then Assault Landing. It is what it is. I think we're falling apart here, and that's okay. That's okay. It happens to the best of us, right? Here's a Terra Orb for another Charizard. Just end the pain, man. I have no way of, I guess like 330 when they have 1 prize left, but like all their Charizards in their hand now, right? Yeah, one of them is evolved. I feel like that's the most, I don't think Charizard is an option anymore for Persian anyway. So game is pretty much over. I have no Ethans in my discard pile, so I don't think this is just doing like barely any damage this whole time. Depending on if the top deck is a Cornerstone, we'll play it out, but I'm pretty sure this thing just kills me. Unless they have no more energy in their deck. They have 2 in the discard, 2 on the Charizard, 1 on the Dedenne, nothing on this. If they don't Infernal Rain any energy, okay. No energy onto Typhlosion. Oh, there's already 1. Never mind. So I'm pretty sure the game's over after we take out this Fan Rotom. Here's a rare candy. Okay, that's BM, bro. That's BM, man. Next game. Also, just in general, or y'all in the comments, if you send me a cat-like deck list, be it Team Rocket's Persian, Ends Purloin, Luxray, Incineroar, screw it, like give me like a Skitty deck or something. Anything cat-related, Meowth Scarati X, I will be playing it. That's just a 100% money back guarantee. And speaking of money back guarantee, we're gonna be getting the Ogerpon in our opening hand and the Nest Ball. So this is literally perfect. Unless we just prize both Fan Rotom. It's gonna be against Dragapult. Last game of the video. We get a Hoothoot off the top. Let's go Nest Ball for Fan Rotom. Bunch of Meowths in there. Go Fan Call. And we'll grab another Hoothoot, another Noctowl. Should we just get 1 Noctowl or 2? I feel like we might get Iono'd here. 1 Meowth, 1 Hoothoot, 1 Noctowl. Yeah, I think that's fine. We only really need 1 Noctowl to get anything going. So we'll just bench all of this. Go for Meowth, and then we'll attach for turn onto the active Meowth and pass it up here. Noctowl turn 2 for item locked. Then we'll need a way to get Persian without Ultra Ball, which is mildly annoying. We Buddy for Dreepy and Duskull. Where is the Badoo? Is it in hand already? I have a feeling they have, okay, Hilda is their turn 1 supporter of choice for Dracloak and Fire Energy. Is it attached to active? It's attached to bench. So unless they have just, okay, no Badoo, never mind. That's really wonderful. And we just get the energy off the top. So let's go Noctowl here, Jewel Seeker. And we just really need to grab ourselves Ultra Ball for that thing. And why not? Let's just get Hero's Cape. We'll throw away the Practice Studio and the Boss with the Ultra Ball, like so. And we will get ourselves Team Rocket's Persian EX. Really, really long name. They really compressed the type there to fit it within the text box. Attach onto Persian, Hero's Cape onto Persian, and then Iono, get rid of their Dragcloak from their hand to the bottom. And I'm seeing an XP share. I'm gonna throw XP share onto Rocket's Meowth. That's not too bad. And we'll just go Haughty Order. Hopefully in their top 10 cards, there's a Dragapult. There is a Duskull, so we will be using Bull. And that's the first time our Haughty Order has failed us this video. Not loving that. I really wish it was a Pult. That's okay though, it's okay. We got a Research in hand, have a Latinas if they end up killing something. I really doubt they do. The Buddy Buddy Poffin. Here is a Dragcloak coming in. Off the Research, discarding a pretty dead hand here, but finding double Dragcloak. No Pult this turn. Dusclops online. Dusclops plus Pult luckily does not kill the Persian, even with Jamming Tower, right? They need Dusknoir. Luminous Energy attached to the 30 damage Dragcloak. So hopefully next 10 cards is a Dragapult. I'm praying. All right, we got a Psychic Energy here. We'll throw that onto the backup Meowth, and then if in case we need a Clefairy, we can. So here's a Research, and there's our Clefairy. We can go for Area 0 here. I can bench it later, honestly, because if I bench it now, they'll probably just target it with their Dragapult with a Counter Catcher or something. We're gonna hold on to this Noctowl as well. Nest Ball, I can probably get one more Tera Pokemon, just in case. Let's just get a Terapagos, and then we'll just go for Haughty Order here. And it's gonna be absolutely nothing. A wasted turn on our end. Wow, gambling is not paying off here. Here's a Hilda. I wish there was a way I could like Academy at Night a Dragapult for them. Oh man, there's a Dragapult being pulled out of their deck. Oh brother. Okay, I have Clefairy Crispin in hand right now. I might just have to promote Meowth because, well, I'm not losing this Persian either. Unless they can double Dusknoir or double Dusclops for 100, and that's like only 300 damage. Hero's Cape is holding on here. Here's an Ultra Ball. Luckily, I can just one-shot this Pult with this Clefairy afterwards. Maybe the Hero's Cape is better on the Clefairy. But like, I feel like multiple Dreepies should have been dead by now. Why I have like a 1/3 chance of hitting Dragapult every time I attack because they have like 30-ish cards. And I haven't hit it once, man. It's the price of gambling. All right, here's a Dracloak. Recon Directive coming in. Do we find... They find a Hawlucha. Okay. So it's looking like my backup Meowth just KO'd here, which is annoying because that's my Psychic Energy. But we still have Crispin. I think I have one more Psychic in there. Otherwise, I'll have to Noctowl for a Night Stretcher. But we'll see. All right, 10 onto Hoothoot, 10 onto Meowth. Here's a Phantom Dive. Oh, I think my Hoothoot is dead, actually. Christ. Yeah, my Hoothoot is dead, so no Noctowl. Makes sense, honestly. This is, it's just like, it is what it is with Paul. But we have a Clefairy here. Let's see. We got a Persian. So we can save this next Persian. I think we just got to Ultra Ball away our Nest Ball. I want to get a Fezandipiti online. So let's go Ultra Ball away. Did I say Nest Ball? I meant Noctowl. Throw that away. The Fezandipiti. Get some draw. Let's see. We have a Psychic in there. So Crispin does work. So we'll do Crispin first before the flip, just in case we somehow draw all our energy. So we'll bench Clefairy. Let's go Crispin. Psychic and Fighting onto our Clefairy here. Bang. And I would like some sort of switch card, so I don't have to retreat to colorless energy. No Noctowls either. Okay, so Persian coming online. We will simply have to retreat our Persian. They do have another Pult attack next turn, but I think just going for the 560 here, having Fez online is fine. You know, like they can't target the Fez and the Clefairy in one turn. They have to kill the Clefairy. Take 2 prize cards here. It's going to be a Hoothoot and an Ultra Ball. We have another Crispin. We have 1 fighting in deck. So I would need either an Energy Switch or Glass Trumpet to get a Persian attacking again. Actually, we can just Crispin and attach onto this Persian here. But I would probably prefer using this one. Here is a Dracloak coming in. And after finding Night Stretcher, they do manage to KO my Clefairy here. And we'll just go ahead and keep all the Psychic Energy in play by moving them onto this Persian. And we'll just promote, I think we just have to promote this Persian here. We'll bench a Hoothoot. They have Dusclops access still. So that means they can probably just win the game next turn, right? Unless I find myself the Night Stretcher and some P-switches. Okay, we got Nest Ball, another Noctowl. Pretty useless here. I think Iono to 3 is fine, right? Let's go Nest Ball here. Let me just see what I have. I have another Meowth. It's like not very useful. Counter Catcher is pretty good. Maybe if we could do a Counter Catcher play, if we can find that off the, no, like sure, why not, right? So let's just go, We lose both of our Noctowls, but sending them down to 3 is probably more important. You get the counter catcher. I think we might have to go for the Dusclops and then pray, right? Because next turn, I can't one-shot the Dragapult, that's for sure. I can kill a Dusclops, hopefully, and then just sprinkle damage everywhere else. So that way they can't go for the win. They could do 50 and they can take out this Persian, but they can't knock out anything else on the board. So we'll go counter catcher, Dusclops, attach return onto the next Persian, and then go for Haughty Order. Hopefully we pull a Dragapult. We pull a Fezandipiti. I mean, I guess that's fine. We'll use the Cruel Arrow attack, and we'll just do it onto the benched Dusclops. Force them to use their Dusclops here to get it out to active. It's gonna be Night Stretcher. Okay, so can get the Clefairy back with the Night Stretcher. Dude, Hero's Cape on the Clefairy, probably much better. We probably should have saved it, but that's fine. They're gonna Nest Ball for Fezandipiti. Counter catcher not active for them. Here's Iono, so I lose these 3 cards, so lose a Night Stretcher. I think that's fine. We'll grab Boss and a Fighting Energy. Flip the script. I really wish I hit a Pult instead, because if I could... Okay, there's a Dusknoir. They will be using Dusknoir. I'll be going down to 2 prizes, and then they can kill my Persian. But they can't take 3. Well, I guess if they Dusknoir and then counter catcher onto my other Persian, then they could take 3. Well, no, if they use Dusknoir to kill a Pokemon, then they'll still be even. There's another Hawlucha. So, never mind. A Night Stretcher for the Hawlucha. All my 70 HP Pokemon can just easily die here. They'll do Dusknoir onto the Persian, and then that's going to be game. Dragapult, again, Dragapult Dusknoir, showing why it's just the best deck in the game. Or like one of them. They're going to take out my Persian and take 2, so that's also fine. So they really didn't even need Hawlucha. Yeah, I was yapping all that, even though the game was lost anyway. But hey, goes to show, Team Rocket's Persian taking the 2 quick knockouts at the start is super sick, and it is possible. And with the Clefairy and the Hero's Cape, it is possible to beat Dragapult. But that Dusknoir, man, Dusknoir just breaks that deck. And there we go. Boy, they do need the Hawlucha because they don't one-shot the Persian, right? But 3 prizes in 1 turn, not too shabby from their Dragapult player. GG's. And that's gonna be the video. Yo, thanks for watching. Got a silly deck for today. Play it at your own discretion. If you want to play Terapagos, obviously play Terapagos. But if you want to play Persian, this is how you do it. I'll see you next time.